It's hard to take down those beautiful Christmas cards with smiling pictures of the people you love the most, which is why we like this idea from Jantine at Everyday Reading. She cuts the cards into heart shape and strings them up as a Valentine's banner. So simple and so cute. But I think my next guest can do us one better. Dave Butler hosts the weekly podcast Don't Miss This and is the founder of Good News Brand Company, an online faith community. Mr. Dave, how are you?
So good. How are you, Brooke?
I'm good. How's your new year starting out so far?
Listen, I'm stumbling into the new year, if I'm going to be honest. But if you want me to be an optimist, yeah, just like barely crawling across the 2023 line. So, but it'll pick up. It'll be good.
And it's you, so I know it will. Well, one thing you definitely are hitting a home run on is what you do with your Christmas cards. So set up this idea for us.
All right. So a couple years ago, you get so sad to take all of them down, because wherever they're put up in your house, they're just all different colors and all the people that you really love. Usually you just have your own family pictures on the wall, which is normal but vain a little, I guess. So it's kind of nice at Christmas time to have all of your friends and family up. And we were like a couple years ago, I was like, I'm so sad to take everybody down. Like they were kind of like dinner guests every single night without any of the baggage that comes with dinner guests, So
yes,
it's like,
totally.
Look, we have all of them and we don't have to talk to them. But so then we were just like, well, what if we gathered them all up? And at night we gather together for family prayer in the living room, and we just decided to gather them up, and the kids now fight over it. So it's one other thing to fight over. So be careful of that. But pick one of the families out, and we will pray for that particular family by name on that night or that week, just depending on how many we have and kind of how we want to do it.
So the Christmas card becomes a prayer card, essentially, and that person is at the center of your heart, your mind, and your prayer. I love that so much. I love that.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where it's like, I want to be a person of prayer.
Yes.
And I believe in prayer individually, and we do as a family. And we just throw a general prayer out to all the world, where you're just like, if I start listing people, I feel bad, and I want to list everybody on earth. And so it's just a way to focus in on someone that we would want to focus in on anyways.
Yes.
Just because we love them.
Yes.
And so it just became a cool way to just, take a random one. And what's kind of cool is you kind of find out throughout the year, it's not as random as you think. Sometimes I'll send a text and say, hey, you're our family we're praying for.
Yeah.
And they'll respond back and say, oh, you have no idea how much I needed that this week.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about how personalizing your prayer in such an intimate way would change the nature of the prayer itself, but also for anyone who's been on the receiving end of a prayer like that in a time that matters, that's powerful. I mean, that's important.
Right. I mean, I think so too. I used to lie to people. Probably should admit this on air, and say, oh yeah, we've been praying for you, thinking about you. Kind of felt like it was a nice thing to say, to somebody, until I genuinely believe I was the recipient of other people's prayers, where it impacted my story. It made a difference. And so I stopped telling people I was praying for them unless I actually did. And so it's something I believe in, and now it's something I can put into practice, one of my beliefs.
Oh, I love it. We love you. We love the energy you're putting out there. Where can we connect with you, Dave?
I'm embarrassingly easy to find online. Mr. Dave Butler is kind of my home base on Instagram, and from there you can span out to all the too many things that I'm doing.
We're so glad you're accessible and easy to find. You bring a lot of light and faith and inspiration to so many people. So thank you for bringing that to us today.
So
Happy
good to
New
see
Year.
you.
Start picking up the pace.
Happy New Year.
Okay.
Yeah, I will.